Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gersh1, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue talking about the Titans of the Imperium. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K content every single day, and we have a huge repository of just Warhammer 40K lore. So if you ever want to learn more about Titans, check out our broader video on the Titans. That's going to be found on the channel. But with that said, let's get into 40 facts on the Warlord class Titans. The Warlord class Titan is a large and powerful type of battle Titan, armed with much more firepower than its counterpart, the smaller Reaver class Titan. The Warlord appears to be part of the most common class of battle Titans, in use by the Titan legions of the Imperium of Man, and many Adeptus Mechanicus Forge World, who field their own patterns of this class. A true Leviathan of the battlefield, the Warlord class Titan was the mainstay of the Legio Titanica during the Great Crusade era. There were a number of sub-patterns of the Warlord, such as the Lucius and the Anvilus, but it was the Mars pattern that was considered the most ancient and superior, and of all the battle Titan types, by far the most numerous and iconic. This is not without reason, for each Mars Warlord is a gargantuan killing machine, proof against the petty assaults of small arms, and all but impervious even to the assault of most forms of attack aircrafts and heavy weapons, except for most technological potent or massive. Furthermore, the Warlord is a fully reliable and protected environment, and is able to fight upon airless moons or verdant plains, as long as the geology under its feet will sustain it. And even this is assisted by gravitational and inert techno-arcana, little understood outside the inner circles of the Titan Tech priests, who sustain these god engines. But it is the destructive power of the Warlord that is its avatar, for their firepower rivals smaller void ships in potency, and a single Warlord, given time, is capable of systematically leveling a city, or laying waste to an entire army. Such was their might that it was whispered by some that it was they, not the Legiones Astartes, that truly won the Imperium's domain in the fires of battle. The Warlord Titan's colossal size, incalculable power, and superior design make it both extremely difficult to harm from ground level, with its vital systems elevated far above the head and hulls of those on the battlefield below, while its legs are plated with meter-thick armor to prevent it from being assailed by infantry, or lay low by explosive charges. The Warlord is much larger than the aging Reaver-class Titan, putting its height at around 22.5 meters, approximately just over 73 feet. The Warlord Titan is also able to withstand a great deal more damage than the Reaver. However, there is considerable conflict in the Imperial records concerning this matter. A Warlord Titan is approximately only 33 meters, or 100 feet tall, according to the scales of some diagrams. Other accounts have stated it to be as large as 200 meters, 656 feet. Depictions of the Warlord in Imperial records are even less consistent, sometimes showing it to be hundreds of meters tall. The Warlord class Titan has 4 Battle Titan weaponry hardpoints on its shoulders and arms, allowing for a great variety of weapon configurations, while Scout Titan weapon batteries can be mounted. Warlords usually mount Battle Titan weaponry. There is even a specialist class of Imperial Combat Walker based on the Warlord design, the rare Psi Titans, where psychic weaponry is substituted for conventional Titan weapons for use against demonic entities. The most common Mars pattern Warlord mounts 2 turbo laser destructors on its carapace, with a volcano cannon and a Gatling blaster on the arms. A special variant of the Mars pattern Warlord Titan carries a close combat power fist and Gatling blaster on its arms, plus vortex missiles and rocket launchers on the carapace. Most Imperial records indicate that a Warlord Battle Titan possesses a crew of 1 Princeps commanding the Titan and 4 Martyri controlling its weapon systems, with 2 Tech Priests aboard to provide basic technical support and maintenance in combat. However, certain records differ in the configuration, stating that a Warlord crew consists of a commanding Princeps, a Martyri who is second in command, a Sensori tasked with monitoring and using the engine sensors, and a Steerman who actually moves the massive Titan. Warlord-class Battle Titans are normally deployed into close combat, as they are rare and extremely powerful, but on certain occasions when an Imperial force faces a threat of extraordinary magnitude, Warlord Titans may be deployed in a battle group containing 3 of these mighty war engines. Warlord-class Titans can also be organized into a mixed battle group with Reaver-class Battle Titans, in which their Titan Legion deploys 3 of each class of Battle Titan, for a total of 6 war machines in the group. These battle groups can be armed and used as the group's commanding princeps see fit, but they work together to complete a common objective. In general, the princeps of the most powerful or oldest Titan in a group is the commander of the battle group. There are many variants of the Warlord Titan, one of which is the colossal Mars Alpha pattern Warlord Titan. It is among the most ancient and feared of the Imperium's war machines. Forged on the Red Planet itself, it is worshipped and venerated as the Omnissiah's will incarnate, and each god engine is encased in layer armor and powerful void shields, and armed with weapons that are capable of reducing armies to ash. In addition to its Ardex Defensor Mauler bolt cannon, and the last cannon turrets, support weapons that would be considered main armaments on smaller war machines, the Warlord is commonly fitted with a pair of carapace-mounted triple-barrel laser blasters and 2 Bellicosa pattern volcano cannons. Another variant is the Eclipse-class Titan. It is the lighter version of the more common Deathbringer-class variant. An Eclipse variant Warlord Battle Titan is deployed if more staying power is needed than the usual Reaver-class Titan can provide, but a Deathbringer is not available or needed. An Eclipse Warlord is typically armed with volcano cannons, Gatling blasters, and Apocalypse missile launchers. The Nemesis pattern Warlord Titan is another notable variant that is fielded when brute force is required. These god engines excel in long-range firepower and siege warfare, but possess more maneuverability. Usually foregoing close-range weaponry, Nemesis-class Titans will still field Titan close combat weapons to discourage deep strike operations by enemy forces. Nemesis-class Titans are typically equipped with a mixture of Quake cannons, volcano cannons, inferno guns, plasma destructors, and Apocalypse missile launchers. The final common variant of the Warlord Titan is the Sinister pattern Warlord Titan, a weapon of such hidden terror and secrecy that few even within the Imperium's hierarchy suspected it existed. The Warlord Sinister was a thing that should not be. It represented the fusion of the most powerful battlefield military technology known to the Imperium, the Titans of Mars, and the weaponized powers of bound Alpha-grade psychers enslaved and bled dry like living batteries by forbidden arcane technologies. Such arts, the merest hint of which would result in the death warrant of their creator, were never usually offered to exist, except that if it was the case that the terror was permitted, for the hands that ordained it was the Emperor's command, for its use was committed to one of the most covert imperial agencies of war and political control, the Ordo Sinister. The apotheosis of this dark presence and malignant harvest given shape in the body of the Warlord Sinister made it the only known side Titan to be utilized by the Imperium. It was deployed in small numbers prior to the Horus Heresy, though rumors persist as to the existence of other prototypes of experimental Titan patterns, hidden even from the eyes of the mighty and powerful Council of Terra. And those were 40 facts on the Warlord class Titan. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting out a lot of videos on all the different varieties of Titans that there are that the Imperium has. Now, if you or a friend is looking to purchase a Titan or create your own Titan, subscribe to the channel or share this video with them so that they can know all the different classes of Imperial Titans. And of course, you can make a choice of what Titan would best fit your lore or would best fit your army. I feel that a Titan is definitely a piece that hardcore hobbyists most likely will get into, but that doesn't mean that if you're a casual player, you can't collect one of these awesome monstrosities. They are a little bit expensive and they do require a lot of work, but to actually have one in your army, it feels awesome because you can have it on display. And I feel like the Warlord class Titan is probably the best out of all the Titan classes just because it's the most aesthetically pleasing, at least to me. The Warhound Titan is an awesome, sleek Titan, but the Warlord Titan is definitely more humanoid and just more, like I said, aesthetically pleasing. Even more so than the Warmonger class Titan, which we'll talk about later on. Again, subscribe to the channel to get all the information on all the Titans. If you have a Titan yourself, comment down below. Let me know more about the story behind your Titan. Now, if you guys have any suggestions for topics of Warhammer 40K, simply comment down below. We read those comments every single day, and we base our videos off of those comments. So if you have a request, send it our way. If you like what we do and you want to support us, jump on over to Patreon. A simple $1 a month helps us create more videos for you guys. If you can't, we understand. Simply by liking, commenting, and sharing, you're telling YouTube you like our content and you want to see more. And of course, that helps out the channel. So thank you for all that, and I'll see you tomorrow. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.